All right. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you all
Hello,
so much for being here. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Miss Lee.
hello, darling. How are you?
Good. How are you? What an honor to have you.
Well, I'm just delighted. That's Gwen. Hey, Gwen. Oh, look. Can she hear me?
She can hear you. Yes.
All right, all right.
Yes, I can hear you. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. What an
You know,
exciting time.
oh, listen, I am overjoyed. You know, I am. And biting my fingernails and hoping things come out okay. And oh, it's been a long time since I've been this tense about anything.
It will be all right.
Oh,
Yes, it will. We hope to offer some comfort to you this evening, Miss Lee.
thank you.
Um, yes, ma'am. So, as we get started this evening, I want to welcome everyone for joining us for this momentous occasion to honor some wonderful people at TCC and beyond. Um, what I would like to do is share a couple of housekeeping items, and then we will get started with our program. So as you all were logging in, you may have noticed that we would like for anyone not speaking at the present moment to please make sure your microphone is muted, and also for your camera to be turned off until the event that we welcome you to be on screen if you are a presenter or a guest as part of the program today. So we thank you for those couple of items, and we look forward to seeing more beautiful faces on screen in just a little bit. So as we get started here, we welcome you all to the Legacy of Juneteenth, which is a part of Tarrant County College's Rhythm of
Right,
Juneteenth
pencil.
celebration. Yes. And so my name is Kara Walker. I am one of the coordinators of student activities for Tarrant County College at the Northeast Campus. And it is my pleasure to bring greetings this evening for our event. So as we get started, I would like to share a little bit of history on Juneteenth, and we will get moving with our presentation tonight. So Juneteenth is the oldest known celebration honoring the end of slavery in the United States. However, centuries before, there was a Juneteenth to celebrate. Most historians today estimate between 9 and 11 million citizens from various African nations were taken from their continent around the year 1619 by European slave traders and landed alive on this side of the Atlantic. Census records from 1860 recorded 182,566 slaves of African descent lived in Texas. In 1862, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, demanding that Confederate states return to the Union or their slaves would be permanently freed. However, since the country was in the midst of the Civil War, those states that had seceded from the Union did not adhere to the proclamation, and slaves in those states remained unfree. In Texas, which seceded in 1861, no action was taken to comply with the proclamation, leaving massive numbers of slaves still in bondage. It took the American Civil War, which lasted from April 12, 1861 to April 9, 1865, in which human casualties estimated to have been over 600,000, in a victory by the Union to bring an end to slavery in all states. On June 19, 1865, Union General Gordon Granger led thousands of federal troops to Galveston, Texas, to announce that the Civil War had ended and slaves had been freed. We are excited to commemorate this moment in history as we honor a pillar in the community and her work to promote the significance of Juneteenth, and as we recognize outstanding students through showcases of art. As we begin, I invite you to welcome our Dr. Kenya Ayers Palmore, president of the Northeast Campus of Tarrant County College, for words of welcome for tonight's event.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's celebration of Juneteenth. I'm Dr. Kenya Ayers-Palmore, and it is my delight to serve as president of Tarrant County College's Northeast Campus. This year, as we celebrate Juneteenth, I want to begin by thanking the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated for your efforts in partnering with us to bring this event forward. I also want to acknowledge my colleagues throughout the district for your hard work to ensure that we've continued to have great events, even remotely. And so thank you for that. That's really important for us. We stand on the shoulders of giants, even in celebration, in triumph, as we move forward in victory. It's so important to remember that there are people like Ms. Opal Lee, who triumphantly made a walk from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. to ensure that Juneteenth had the kind of preeminence that assures that all people had the opportunity to understand what it meant for emancipation, for freedom to be celebrated. I'm struck not only by her work, but I'm also struck by the work of those who continue to bring us to a place of remembrance, to bring us to a place of reflection. We don't have the opportunity, whether we're students or faculty, staff, whatever we do in the community, myself as president, to occupy the seats that we occupy without those who went before us, who experienced horrors that we can't even begin to imagine, but they persevered and they triumphed, and we stand on their shoulders. And I'm so proud for the opportunity to celebrate their emancipation, to celebrate our freedoms, and to lock arms with you as we move forward. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy the excellent work that's been done. Congratulations to those of you who will be awarded for your work, and let's just have a great night. Thank you.
All right. As we move on to the next portion of our event, I would like to welcome, we are pleased to welcome one of the sponsors of our student awards this evening, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the North Central Texas Alumni Chapter. Please join us in welcoming the North Central Texas Alumni Chapter President, Ms. Teresa Wilson.
Good evening, all. Good evening. I have the distinct pleasure of serving as the president of the award-winning North Central Texas Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta. Delta Sigma Theta was founded in 1913 by 22 collegiate women at Howard University, and they had the vision to promote academic excellence and provide assistance to those in need. The sorority is still going strong over 100 years later, and we're only able to accomplish this goal through an array of public service initiatives. And these initiatives are in support of our 5-point programmatic thrust, one of those being educational development. So the over 90 members of North Central Texas alumni host various events throughout the year to support and educate our community. So we have to say, on behalf of North Central Texas, we welcome you and we applaud each of you, whether you submitted a piece or not, because you're showing up. You're showing up tonight for yourself, and you're showing up in the community during a time that has given us all a reason to quit. But we didn't, we won't, just as our ancestors didn't. NCTA loves to partner with organizations such as Tarrant County College, because events such as this and partnerships such as this make us stronger. As the saying goes, we are stronger together. We want to empower and inspire the community. And Tarrant County College believes also in empowering and inspiring their students. So we want to thank you for partnering with us. And we want to thank you for the expansion to multiple campuses so that Juneteenth will continue to be celebrated. The work that was done before us will not be forgotten, and it will motivate us to continue to press forward. So again, thank you so much for this time, and we appreciate you all.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wilson, for those words of welcome. As we get started, our first portion of our event tonight is to honor the incomparable Miss Opal Lee. Ms. Lee is a voice of history with a message for the future. Many consider her the grandmother of Juneteenth, but if you ask her who she is, she will tell you she's just a little old lady in tennis shoes getting in everybody's business. Miss Opal Lee began Opal's Walk to DC in 2016 at age 89. She started with the plan to walk the 1,400 miles from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. in hopes of gaining support from Congress to officially name Juneteenth a national holiday. With the goal of 100,000 petition signatures, Miss Opal set out on her mission and hasn't stopped since. She has since reached over 1.5 million signatures. Please join us in honoring Ms. Lee tonight as we first watch the following presentations. We'll start with a video presentation followed by a presentation prepared by a member of our Juneteenth committee.
Never too old to try to do good.
Tonight, we want to introduce you to Opal Lee, the 93-year-old activist and lifelong Texan who has campaigned to make June 19th a national holiday for years.
If you tell her that you have a need, she's going to meet it. And she's going to go to anybody that she can think of that can meet that need.
But she figures out how to do it, and she stays with it until she gets it done.
If we were to document all those differences, all those times that she's made a difference, we would run out of paper with Opal Lee.
She really is what a tapestry of community work looks like at 94.
She's a trailblazer, and she has this sense of you keep going no matter what.
What heroism is someone that goes over and above, all right, the call of duty to do something for someone else.
I'm Opal Lee. I've had these passions.
The community food bank.
Opal's Farm.
United Riverside.
And one of them is Juneteenth.
She got here in 1939. They were able to buy the house on Annie Street. It was a white area of town. They were at home, and the mob came on June 19th to put them out of their house. That had to be the catalyst that made Juneteenth so important to her, that on this day that we're supposed to be celebrating freedom from slavery, that her house gets demolished, burnt up by an angry white mob that doesn't want them in that neighborhood.
Their family stayed here. She's made freedom the celebration instead of focusing on the oppression.
If you don't understand where you've been, then you don't know where you're going. They had the idea to bring back having a Juneteenth celebration to make sure that, we don't forget to celebrate.
There's folks coming together. There's good food.
There were fireworks in the streets.
She's been doing Juneteenth for over 45 years.
As a kid, felt like to me, it was about the celebration. And as an adult, it's more about what I learned about Juneteenth through celebrating Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is more than a Texas thing. Juneteenth needs to be celebrated across the country. And she felt that if a little old lady, almost 90, because she was 89 at the time, started walking to D.C., someone would take notice.
Did a lot of walking. and made a lot of stops in a lot of cities.
We created a petition for Juneteenth to be a national holiday on change.org.
Social media and all the social media platforms, word gets out.
She's building for people and with people. You can't stop that. You can't stop love. You know what I mean? Like, and why would you want to?
Lupita from Black Panther, Usher, Bernie Sanders, Danny Glover, Nico Brim. P. Diddy wants to talk to Miss Opal.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you, Mama.
I am moved, probably as many people are, by her strength. But I think I'm more moved by her humanity.
She'll tell you, none of us are free until we're all free, and we're not free yet.
This is our town and we live here. Then what are we going to make a stand for? What are we going to improve? How are we going to help people?
You can do something right now in your own community and impact one life, one stomach, one education.
Opal's a legend, period, in our community, and the world's better off because of her, in Fort Worth especially. And I'm hoping people, if they don't learn anything else about me, will know to help somebody else. I just hope that will happen.
All right, at this time I welcome Amaya Griffin to share her presentation for Miss Lee.
Okay. All right, give me one moment. I'm going to share my screen. I suck at sharing my screen. Let's see. Um, I'm going to come back here. Let me know when you guys can see it. Can everybody see it? Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amaya Griffin, and I have the honor and privilege of doing a really brief presentation of the life and legacy of Miss Opal Lee. Granted, my short presentation cannot encompass the fullness of Miss Lee's life and the impact that she's had on not only the Fort Worth community or the Texas community, but the nation as a whole. And so I hope that you enjoy my presentation this evening. And so, of course, we begin in the beginning. Miss Lee was born in Marshall, Texas, an East Texas city that I'm very familiar with, on October 7th, 1926. And as we all know, her life will impact of multiple generations to come. And she would arrive in Fort Worth at the age of 10, where she'll leave many of her long life legacies. And as we proceed into her later life, she would graduate from high school at the age of 16, later getting married and become a mom to 4 children. After becoming a mother and enjoying that life, she would then pursue her bachelor's degree in arts from Wiley College in 1953. After receiving her degree and becoming an educator and teaching at Amanda McCoy Elementary here in Fort Worth, Miss Lee would further her education with receiving her master's degree in counseling and guidance from North Texas State University. She would then work with Fort Worth ISD as a counselor in and outside the communities until her retirement in 1977. From the 70s and beyond in her life of retirement is really when life began for Miss Lee. She got involved in a multitude of humanitarian projects here in the community, volunteering with multiple organizations such as Habitat for Humanity, Citizens Concerned with Human Dignity, as well as the Habitat's Land for Acquisition Board. And so Ms. Lee really has dedicated a majority of her life to organizations such as these and additional more, just to really promote wellness within the community of Fort Worth and Tarrant County, finding homes for children who need it, providing adequate health care and food, networking and support for those disadvantaged communities who don't have proper access to those resources. Ms. Lee will also contribute to the establishment of the Tarrant County Black Historical and Genealogical Society, which is an organization dedicated to the preservation of Black contributions to history, culture, and society as a whole. In addition to these things, Ms. Lee has also dedicated her time and efforts to the Cultural and Historic Landmarks Commission, AIDS Outreach Committee, Evans Avenue Business Association, the Good Samaritans, and a Riverside Neighborhood Advisory Council. And in many of these situations, Ms. Lee was often a board member, or she took on the lead herself to kind of lead these organizations and groups into communities that really needed their support. Being someone who takes charge and who desires to educate and uplift her community around her. And then we come into Juneteenth. Ms. Lee's effort in creating a unified community can be reflected in her efforts in making Juneteenth a national holiday and her campaign for doing Opal Walks to DC, the Juneteenth pageant for young ladies who want to learn more about the holiday of Juneteenth, various other programs and initiatives within the community and within the city that she promotes on her website to help educate people about the holiday of Juneteenth and making it a national holiday. Her petition has done very well, surpassing her initial 1 million signatures. It's gone to like 3 million, I believe, now, of promoting Juneteenth to become an official national holiday, which we're very close to now, by the way, with the Senate passing it. And so Ms. Lee's dedication to Juneteenth is rooted in her own personal connection to the holiday, as well as the importance of recognizing Black independence within America. In addition to her contributions to society, Ms. Lee has created Opal's Farm, which is known as an urban garden here in Tarrant County, where many people kind of come to as like a community to get the natural food resources that we need, which I think is absolutely amazing and awesome. And it helps address a lot of the food scarcity issues that we experience here in the DFW area. And if you have any children, Ms. Lee has also written a children's book as a way of educating the youth about the holiday of Juneteenth. I see this as a genuine way for her passing down the knowledge to future generations about the importance of Juneteenth and why it should be more aware to children. That way, when they grow up, they're already familiar with the holiday. I know for a lot of us, we're just not learning about it. But this children's book is a great way to get that information down to the little ones in a way that they can understand it and know why the importance of Juneteenth is such a big deal and should not be forgotten. And so, in conclusion to my short presentation, it is absolutely no secret that Ms. Lee's work in making Juneteenth a national holiday is astounding as her pure heart for the community. In recognition of this, Ms. Lee has won various awards, such as recently acquired Fort Worth Annual Hospitality Award, the U.S. Voice Peace Honoree, Lifetime Achievement Award recipient in Washington, D.C., as well as various other awards and recognitions that Ms. Lee has received in her recent time of being a pioneer for the holiday of Juneteenth. And it is no question that her work is not going in vain, and we greatly appreciate her and all the things that she has done for us. And so that completes my short presentation. I'm going to stop sharing my screen if I can get back to it. And I thank you all for listening to me as I discuss the importance of Miss Lee.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Amaya. We are so blessed to have seen your wonderful presentation and know you worked very hard to put that together. So thank you. At this time, to present Ms. Lee with the inaugural Tarrant County College Legacy of Juneteenth Award, please help me welcome Dr. Gwendolyn Morrison, Board Trustee for Tarrant County College.
Good evening. It is my honor to participate in this momentous occasion to celebrate Juneteenth and to offer tribute to my friend, the incomparable Miss Opal Lee. It has been my privilege over the past 48 years to walk with you, Miss Lee, in your service to the community and your advocacy for shedding a beaming light on the importance of Juneteenth. Miss Lee has been my fellow church member at Baker Chapel AME Church since 1973, when my husband Ben and I joined her church, and I am honored to currently serve as the chairman of the board for the Community Food Bank to further the mission of this organization, in which Miss Lee has embodied her bright spirit and has worked tirelessly to build over many years. We routinely serve as many as 3,000 families every week at Community Food Bank.
Speaker, I rise to honor a giant of the judiciary.
Ms. Lee is a friend of many, a long-term supporter of my work, a mentor to many children, including my own. Ms. Opal Lee is not just a figure in our community, she is a fixture. It is indeed a pleasure to present the inaugural Tarrant County College Legacy of Juneteenth Award to Ms. Opal Lee, 2021. As the award we have presented to her reads, TCC honors your unwavering commitment to raise awareness of Juneteenth in the city of Fort Worth, the state of Texas, throughout the nation and the world. Undeniably, Ms. Lee's impact has extended around the globe. Many of you may have become aware that as of yesterday, the United States Senate passed a bill to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. We now await passage in the House of Representatives. How amazing is it to witness this momentous history in the presence of a beacon and a legend who has worked tirelessly using her God-given wisdom and knowledge to make this moment a reality. Tarrant County College, community, and guests, please join me in welcoming the Tarrant County College Legacy of Juneteenth Award recipient, Miss Opal Lee.
Gwen, you can't believe it, but they've passed the bill. Juneteenth is now a national holiday. That's just a few minutes ago. Did you hear me?
Wow, I heard you. That is so awesome.
Oh,
congratulations.
The White House is called. We're going. Oh, I want you to know that I'm so appreciative. And I thank the college. I want everybody out there to know that Tarrant County College is the place that nurtured me a bit and nurtured so many others. Gwen, let them know how much I appreciate the college. Will you? And I'm so thankful for the honor. Thank you again, Gwen and the Tarrant County College.
You're so deserving. We're so happy that you're a part of our journey, and we're especially appreciative to be a part of yours. Thank you. May God continue to bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. What a moment to be in the presence of Miss Lee as this news has been released.
Oh.
Miss Lee, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. So to our attendees tonight, we encourage you to visit our Rhythm of Juneteenth event site, where you can find more information about Ms. Opal Lee's work, including the opportunity to join her Walk for Juneteenth this Saturday in Fort Worth. So thank you so much, Ms. Lee. We look forward to seeing your important work continue to thrive. Now, we will transition into our presentation of the Rhythm of Juneteenth Creative Works Contest. Students, TCC students, had the opportunity to submit their works of art within the Rhythm of Juneteenth theme, highlighting music within Black culture. Winners of this contest will be awarded up to $768 to go toward their tuition. With 14 entries from very talented students representing 4 of our campuses, it was a challenge to select winners of these valuable awards. Tonight, it is our pleasure to present both award winners and honorable mentions for the Rhythm of Juneteenth Creative Works Contest. First prize winners will be awarded $768 each. Second prize winners will be awarded $576 each. And third prize winners will be awarded $384 each. Additionally, all of our honorable mention recipients will be awarded $157 each. So we technically all have winners this evening. So let's get started. First, let's welcome Anna Contreras from South Campus to present the South Campus Award.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here, and what a special moment we had with Miss Opal Lee. Such an amazing presentation and just an amazing moment, and I'm so glad that we were all here live while that was happening. That was like very surreal. So very excited to be here. My name is Anna Contreras, and I am the coordinator of student activities at the South Campus, and I am so excited to introduce to you all our South Campus winner, Kaylee Laverty. Hey, Kaylee, I'm not sure if she's in here today, but she submitted a digital painting titled Because of Them, and I believe it's going to be, there it is, so beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Is Kaylee in the room? Kaylee, if you're here, I'd love for you to share just a little bit about your submission. Tell us just a little bit about your inspiration and about your work. So I'd love to hear from you if you're here.
I'm here.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I titled it Because of Them because I found this online campaign where a photographer, Enrique Jones, he poses children as influential Black figures throughout Black history for Black History Month. I pulled inspiration from this project because I wanted to modernize the idea of Juneteenth. I felt like I wanted to incorporate a aspect of slavery, so her handcuffs. But yeah, so I just wanted to show a little bit of a modernization version of celebration of Juneteenth.
Wonderful. Well, it is absolutely beautiful work. We're so proud and excited for you. Thank you so much for being here. And we are presenting this award to you. So congratulations.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And again, congratulations. At this time, we will welcome Rachel McCloskey from Northwest Campus to present the award for Northwest. Again, thank you so much, everybody, and I'm happy to be here.
And thanks, Anna. I'm Rachel McCloskey. I am the coordinator of student activities at the Northwest Campus, and I am here to present the winner from the Northwest Campus, which is Savannah Keller. Savannah, I don't think I saw you in this meeting. Did you sneak in here? We'd love to hear about your painting. Savannah submitted a really interesting painting, but I didn't see her here. Well, either way, we're really excited for you, Savannah. We're very proud of the work that you did, and we really appreciate you sharing it with us. And I will turn it over to Natalie Gamble to present the Southeast Campus Awards.
Hello, good evening. My name is Natalie Gamble, coordinator of student activities at the Southeast Campus. Really enjoying the program tonight. Can you all hear me okay? Our winner for Southeast, hopefully you are in the room. This is our honorable mention, Ms. Khan. Are you in the room with us tonight? We were very fortunate to have a few different submissions. And so our next honorable mention is Kyle Jones. I'm looking in the participant list as I read these names. And I don't see Kyle, but thank you for the submission. It's always, I mean, a written essay, you know, written communication and written creativity is always just a great talent. And our next honorable mention is Then When, Man with the Drum. Ben, are you with us tonight? And I don't see it in the participant list.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome. Would you please share with us your inspiration for your creative works?
Actually, good evening, everyone. My name is Thiên Nguyen, and it's an honor to be here today. The day marks the freedom of African American in the United States of America. So, technically, this photo is a candid photo. When I walk on the street with my family, and suddenly I see this artist, he performed his work on the street, and I just pick up my camera and take some photo of him, and somehow I feel like, oh, this photo might be fit with Juneteenth contest, so that's why I just submitted.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. And congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. And that brings us to our third place winner. I'm sorry, our second place winner, Miss Inama. Photography Works. Miss Inama, are you in the room with us tonight? All right. Beautiful works. And last but not least, our first place winner, and I do see Miss Green in the audience. And so Miss Green, congratulations on being our first place winner for the Southeast Campus, The Rhythm of Love. Would you like to come on the mic and talk a little bit about your inspiration?
Yes, please. I absolutely would. I'm speechless. Thank you so much for presenting my art piece and giving us as students a chance to become inspired by such an important piece of our history. My art piece I named The Rhythm of Love. And as a Jewish woman with German background, I feel immense pain and empathy for all groups of people who are facing wrongful prejudice. And with that being said, I wanted to create something beautiful out of some of our ugliest pieces of history. I decided to do this mixed medium art piece featuring inspirational musicians who are and were people of color. I wanted to include some disturbing media articles of this time and cover them with these remarkable artists who loved their art so deeply that they fought to share it with the world and changed the way that the music industry had ever heard music before. I then added rose petals because They've always been strongly tied and associated with love and beauty and have been for many years. And I chose to paint this quote by Jimi Hendrix on top so it would stand out, as I feel that it is still extremely relevant in our society today. And thank you so much. I'm so glad I got to be involved in this.
Thank you so much and congratulations. All right. So next up, I would like to welcome Ms. Teresa Wilson from the North Central Texas chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated to present the awards for the Northeast Campus.
Hello again, everyone. I have the honor of presenting the Northeast Campus awardees, and we have some very, very talented submissions. And so, first of all, I want to say thank you to all that participate or participated. We will begin with the honorable mentions. We have 4 for the Northeast Campus. Our first honorable mention is Cassandra Davila, and she submitted a painting entitled Together We Stand. Cassandra, are you available to say a little something about your piece? All right. Congratulations anyway. We will move on to our next honorable mention, and that is Roseanne O'Meyer. Roseanne submitted a painting. Are you available to tell us about your painting? We're just going to keep it moving here. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. I'm sure with all of the social media, they'll know very shortly. Next, we have
Ms. Wilson. I'm going to bring the slides back up just a moment.
Okay. All right, this was the painting from Roseanne, who was one of our honorable mentions. And he did a drawing and an essay. We will move on to our submission by Andrea Kiyosakau. She submitted a mixed media art piece, and it, of course, is entitled Soulful Roots. Are you available to tell us about your piece? Andrea? Well, we will just move on to our next honorable mention so that we can finish up with this category. We have Emma Mahala, and this is a painting that she entitled Listen. Perhaps Emma is here to tell us about her painting. Beautiful colors, beautiful colors. Well, let's just move right along. We will continue and we'll announce the third place winner now. So congratulations goes to Casey Martinez.
Hi, yeah, that's me. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Casey.
I'm so honored to be here and to be a part of this. It was absolutely amazing to hear the news that Juneteenth is now a national holiday, and it was beautiful to experience this moment with everybody, and especially Miss Opal. Um, so I played a song on this video, Wade in the Water, and I'm not the best violinist. I actually took a class, my first violin class, this past semester, so this spring semester, and it was my first time ever, and it was here in the TCC. Well, it was virtual, but it was with TCC. So I decided to play Wade in the Water, and I heard, well, I was doing some research on the piece, and it was said to be sung by Harriet Tubman when during her time helping in the Underground Railroad, and she would sing it as like a signal to all the slaves escaping, that there was a dog catching slave. So the slave owners would release their dogs and have them trained to know the scents of their slaves. So yeah, she would sing this song to warn them and to kind of help them know what was going on and to know to hide. So I thought that was beautiful, and it was just amazing and really sad to know that that was part of America's past. But hopefully every day more and more we can get better and right wrongs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What a wonderful inspiration. And I am certain, not having a musical ear myself, I'm sure that you being able to play the violin in order to submit something as a new artist, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We will now move to our second place. Our second place goes to Kenneth Carlisle. He earned second place with his submission of the painting entitled Black Phoenix. Kenneth, are you out there to tell us about Black Phoenix? Well, we will go to the moment that you've all been waiting for, which is to announce the first place winner for the Northeast campus. And that honor is going to be given to Selena Asari. Thank you, Selena, for your submission. Are you in the audience to tell us a little bit about Voices of Africa with excerpts from Ghana, My Happy Home, which you submitted a video. It was very clear that your passion and energy was there, and you were able to translate into your submission very vibrantly. So we would like to say once again, thank you all for your submission. Job well done. Kudos to everyone.
All right, sorry, my microphone button was stuck there. Thank you so much, Miss Wilson, for sharing our student work from Northeast and presenting the awards for all of our winners. Thank you all so much. We do have a little bit of time. A couple of the students shared videos for their submission. So at this time, I'm going to take a moment to share our first place winner's video, Selena. And so I will present that on the screen momentarily.
Voices of Africa with Essence from Ghana, My Happy Home by Selena Asari. Oh, slavery. I am a child of the continent, Africa, a beautiful person by all standards of the word. Oh, people of rich culture, Ghana, my happy home, land of rich resources. Why has the whole world turned against us? Even a dog has been placed above us on the pedestal of love. A dog in pain could be taken care of 10 times quicker than a black man. No one wants to share the world with us except using us as slaves. Land of mighty talents, racial tolerance, justice, and freedom. What did we do wrong? Where do we go wrong? I remember when the slave trade was at the pinnacle of its practice. Slaves in shackles under the church. I will fight for thee, oh my Ghana. I will die for thee, oh my Ghana. The gates of no return. Yet, none of the congregation of the slaves felt for the black man in chains inside the dark pit. Why? Is it because of our skin color? A human being that worked and put money in your pocket. Oh, even quench your sexual taste. Oh, why? Why would I be taken from a place where I'm loved to a place where I'm so much hated? Through the tossing and the cold blowing winds of the seas, I was brought to the Americas, a place where I'm so hated, a place where I'm considered less human, a place where I am criminalized by my skin, a land where one will happily share a bed with a dog than to share a seat in a bus with me. Oh, black man, why have you been made a second fiddle to everything in this world? We have been forsaken by fate and destiny. Oh, the African, what was your crime, if not your skin? I will lift up thy name in all I do, justice and free.
All right, so those were videos from, the first video was from Selena Asari, that was our first place winner from Northeast. And the second video was from Casey Martinez, who was our third place winner. So we thank you for sharing your talents with us, to all of our students, just in awe of the talent that we have at TCC. And we thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your talent with us. In general, let's give a very big round of applause to our Creative Works Award winners. Students, please be on the lookout soon for follow-up on receiving your awards. To our special honoree, Ms. Opal Lee, we once again thank you for joining us and for the opportunity to honor your work this evening. We are so happy to have had you all here this evening and hope you all enjoyed the program. We also want to make sure we acknowledge Dr. Morrison for over 45 years on the Tarrant County College Board of Trustees. Thank you so much for honoring us with your presence and for awarding Ms. Lee her award this evening. So we are in much gratitude for you spending some time with us this evening.
It is my pleasure, and it was a wonderful program. What a wonderful moment for all of us, one we will never forget. Thank you for inviting me and allowing me to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Morrison. Before we go, we would like to thank the TCC Juneteenth Committee and our administrators for their distinct support of this program. We also are tremendously grateful for the support of this program in partnership with Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, North Central Texas Alumni Chapter, especially your sponsorship of part of the Creative Works Contest Awards. Before you leave, please fill out the evaluation that we are posting in the chat. We want to know your thoughts about tonight's program. We'll also post our Rhythm of Juneteenth website for a link to tomorrow's event, The Essence of the Soul, as well as lots of great resources about Juneteenth. You're welcome to hang around. We will have our classical playlist playing for the next few moments. But we thank everyone. Just to give a preview of what to expect for tomorrow at Essence of the Soul, we will have a soul food demonstration from Chef Sifo at our TCC Southeast Campus. We will also have a drum tutorial from Bond and Coro, an organization in the community that is going to share with us about African drums, as well as a presentation from Samari Tobin about the history of sampling in Black music. So it's an occasion that you don't want to miss. You can find more information again on our Juneteenth event website. And again, we thank you for joining us this evening. Please stick around and enjoy the music. Fill out the evaluation, let us know your thoughts, and we hope you have a great evening. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Garrett McQueen. On this day in 1865, General Gordon Granger of the Union Army arrived in Texas and read the following words. The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. The day of that proclamation has since been marked as an Afro-American holiday, one we call Juneteenth. This Juneteenth, we're celebrating here by featuring Black classical music each hour. For this hour, it's a musical look back at Josephine Baker. While free in a legal sense of the word, Miss Baker was one of the countless Afro-Americans who fled this country in search of a place unbound by the chains of racism. She ended up settling in France, and Afro-American composer Valerie Coleman honored her by writing this suite.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.